course of human history, there's been many forms of art. Many different types of ways to create and distribute ideas and thoughts to other people, from people. Whether that be through drawings and paintings, visual representations of what truly represents the human spirit. Music, something that can touch the soul through the ears as we hear the intricacies of little songs and melodies. Some even claim that violence in forms of war or even martial arts counts as a form of art, showing the human need and will for freedom and defense of themselves. Me personally, I think all of those suck, and there's only one true good art form. The art of the bag. Let's take a trip over to the universe of Mario Kart, where red shells and green shells and blue shells run rampant, coins in first place, and super horns as well, where a man in last place can gain a lightning bolt and kill every other man in his wake. In this world, there are many strategies to win. One of the strategies could be something like front running, where you try and stay at the front and ahead of the pack the entire time. To front run, it allows you to stay at the front in first, until you get hit by something, and then you fall all the way back. You could try stay around the middle of the pack and then work your way up, but the middle of the pack is the most violent. You see, the middle of the pack in something like Mario Kart is where people get the most attack items. These are items they can use to attack other racers, violently ripping them off of their carts and killing them instantly. You could stay at the back, however. This is the art of bagging. Bagging, a shortening of the word sandbagging, where one puts themselves at a disadvantage in order to gain some sort of unfair advantage later on during a game. It truly is an art form. Not all can master bagging. Not all know truly how to bag. While some sit their GameCube controller in their hands after raging and screaming at the top of their lungs after being hit by the 20th blue shell that game, and others pull the trigger as they come last place once again in handheld mode. True baggers know what their purpose is. True baggers, real men. What do? They bag. They stay at the back of the pack the entire race. That's what I do. And today I'm going to teach you the art of the bag. To truly learn the art of the bag, you have to get rid of any misconceptions you may already have in your brain. For example, this controller sucks. This controller, it also sucks. You use this. Specifically, you use this. This is the bagger's tool to success. The Joy-Con in the Joy-Con wheel. And do you want to know why this is the bagger's tool to success? Because no one else uses it. That's why. Don't think about it too hard, or else your little brain might implode with how amazing of a technique this is. Using tilt controls on Mario Kart brings a whole new idea and spirit to the game. In order to truly bag, you have to use tilt controls. If you aren't using tilt controls, you might as well kiss your wins goodbye and go take a shit in the garden, because no one's gonna feel sorry for you. The second thing you must do, and that is imperative for you to truly master the art of the bag, is to learn what the best button on your console is. Now, there are some foolish idiots who think that all buttons are created equal, that every single one of the buttons on this damn thing, all of them are as good as the other. Those people are wrong. Don't listen to the fools who tell you that certain buttons on your Switch 2 aren't better than others. No, there's a clear hierarchy. There's all the buttons, then there's the B button. The B button is your best friend. This is what allows you to reverse in the game. And this is what you're going to use to help you win every single time. Bagging has a 120% success rate. You will win more games than you play. Seriously. You won't even be playing a game. You'll be in your bed dreaming, and you'll have dreamt up a random fake scenario of you winning, and that happened. That scenario in your head, that counts as a win, and you weren't even playing. That all just happened in your head, and you won anyways through bagging. At the beginning of every race, all the sheep, they're all gonna go forward thinking you need to go forward and try and get into first and try and be good at the game and learn shortcuts. Wrong! You aren't like them. You're going to hold the B button. And just to make sure, you're going to hold the X button so you look behind yourself as well. The B and the X button, you hold those two at the beginning of the race and you go backwards. While all the others go forwards, you make sure you stay at the back of the pack. And only from then do you begin to move. And once you move forward, you're in your bagging state now. You will get the last place item boxes and the best items out of everyone. You will use these items at every shortcut. Not any of the normal shortcuts, no. We're not learning rail grinding or wall riding here, no. You don't need any of that. Any of these advanced techniques that help you win the game or be good. You don't need those. All you need is to bet on black. Black in this case, of course, being your items. Bagging is just like gambling. You always win. It's literally like gambling. It's free money. It's free wins. And so, when you play as a bagger, you're always going to win. Because as we know, gambling doesn't ever lose. And, well, considering bagging is like gambling, you're never going to actually lose. You'll only ever win. All you need is to know when to use certain items. Mushrooms. Always use these at shortcuts and off-road sections. Bullet bills. These can be a bit trickier. You see, in Mario Kart, specifically Mario Kart World we're talking about here, you can use bullet bills in order to get bullet extensions. If you use them at windy parts of tracks, well, the bullet has to drop you off in a straightaway so it doesn't drop you off and you fall into a corner. And so because of this, it'll always drop you off in a straightaway. So find an area of your map with a whole ton of turns and use the bullet then. This area in Bowser's Castle is a great example of where you can use your bullet. Or this area in Airship Fortress, it has to go all the way down this spiral and then drop you off at this straightaway here. These are good spots to use your bullets at because they're gonna last longer and you're gonna pass more people. The shock. The shock is almost synonymous with bagging, but really, you don't want to bank on this. You see, banking on a shock, no, you're not always gonna get a shock. And as much as it's like gambling, you gotta admit, with gambling, to be good at it, you gotta accept that sometimes your profits will lower slightly. Obviously, in the end, they're always going to increase because, what, you think the house always wins? No, the player always wins. Every time. And so because of this, don't even bank on the shock. Just pretend it's not there. If you do get a shock though, always make sure to either go into very last place and make sure you shock every person in the lobby, or go into first and shock there. Even better if you can get into second and just shock first place, because that shows first place that you're the dominant force here. You see, in Mario Kart World, the shock was changed, that the lightning, it only hits anyone who's in front of you. So if only first place is in front of you, that means that first place knows that you use that shock just to screw them over, and that asserts dominance over first place. Make sure you use your shock in second place if you can. Another part of the art of the bag is the art of rage bait. You see, you can't just go around bagging and being peaceful with people. No, you have to rage bait. And the best way to rage bait? Well, obviously you've got to go online and find real people. Well, you can bag in AI lobbies. Who cares? AIs don't have feelings or thoughts. They can't scream at you for hitting them with a blue shell. You're gonna go into some actual lobbies. And, even better, you're gonna join the Mario Kart World Discord server. This is not an advertisement for them. I'm not sponsored by them. You're only gonna go in here so you can then join the voice calls in there, and you can hear as people's souls leave their bodies as you ensure that their games are ruined just for your mere existence. What are you gonna do here? You're gonna use Mega Mushrooms. Mega Mushrooms are a bagger's, and specifically a rage baiter's, best friend. Whenever you get a Mega Mushroom, only ever use it for your own benefit. And by your own benefit, I mean to specifically screw over other people. If you can take a shortcut with your Mega Mushroom, great. Don't take it unless you can specifically hit at least 3 people. If you do not have at least 3 people in your sights you can hit with the Mega Mushroom, there's no point in even using it. You only should ever use Mega Mushrooms in order to screw over others. Specifically, target specific people. Just find someone in the lobby and for no reason, hit them over and over again with a Mega Mushroom. This ensures that you show that you are the dominant force in the lobby and not to be messed with. This shows the other people in the lobby that you are better than them. Because you are. Because you're a bagger and a rage baiter. So why wouldn't you be better than them? And while they're over there grabbing their Wiis out of their closets, saying, why didn't I just stay on CTGP? Why am I playing Mario Kart World? Why did I buy this console? I don't even like Mario Kart that much. I only ever like the Wii version. I hate my life. You'll be sitting in your chair laughing and laughing as you watch them scrounge and dry and drivel in their own tears. They drown in their own tears and you can enjoy every last second of it. Art of bagging, it's not just about winning. Whether you win or not when you're bagging, coming first place, that's not winning when you're bagging. Winning when you're bagging is ensuring that everyone else has a terrible time. Not that you have a good one. If everyone else is having a terrible time and you're just having a neutral time, then in comparison, you're having the best time. Meaning, even if you don't come first, who's really the winner here? It's obviously going to be you. It doesn't matter who comes first place. If first place is screaming every other game because they keep getting hit by blue shells and red shells and mega mushrooms, who cares? You're the one having fun. So you are the winner. Items can be used specifically to screw over people in game, and it's amazing. It's so beautiful. Use the shock when it's most inconvenient to other people. Use mega mushrooms when someone's just about to take a shortcut. Use a boo when first place has a super horn and you know they have a super horn and you're in second and there's a blue shell coming. Use a super horn to hit a blue shell so it doesn't reach first place, specifically so that second place gets screwed over. And make sure always, every time a blue shell hits first place, even if it's you praise that damn blue shell. Every blue shell is a blessing, because it might hit you sometimes, sure, but it's worth it, knowing that other people will also be hit by it. Every shock is a W, and every blue shell is a king. This is factual information. This is a fact. That's the truth. That is the law. Every blue shell a king, and every shock a W. Everyone knows this, everyone should know this, and some people, they just pretend they don't. Anyone who says that, oh, that blue shell was a W, or, oh, that shock was a W, well, that blue shell was bad, that shock was bad. They're coping. They're coping. They know deep down that it was the best shock or the best blue shell they've ever seen. They just don't want to admit it. You are brave enough to admit it, which is why you're better than them. And it's why I am better than most people at Mario Kart. No, yeah, sure, maybe I come last place most of the time. Maybe most of the time I'm being hit by items. Maybe most of the time I'm just really bad at the game. But does it really matter? Who's really good at the game here? The guy who keeps coming first place and keeps winning and has entered multiple tournaments and won a lot of money from it? Or the guy who's able to piss him off consistently? In my opinion, it's always going to be the second guy. So, in conclusion, bagging is an art form. You stay at the back of the pack and use your items specifically to screw over other people. You never, ever take any of the advanced shortcuts. Why would you need to know those? You just need to annoy the other people. Bagging and rage baiting, they go hand in hand. They're like brother and sister. They need each other. They're two halves of a whole, and you need to put them together to have the true best experience. So, the final verdict? Bag. Always bag. It does not matter who you are, where you are, or what you're doing. Bagging is always the solution. Having a midlife crisis? Bag your way out of it. Going through a messy divorce? Bag your way out of it. Getting kicked out of your house because you're late on your rent payments? Bag your way out of it. Bagging is the solution. And I hope with this video, I've been able to sell you on bagging. Oh, and if for some reason, even after all of that, bagging doesn't work for you, you can go the route of the handheld player.